This is very different from all the other Wolverines or X-Men, and we treated it as a standalone movie, and I'm glad you mentioned that. The studio, Jim and I, we all wanted the title to make it clear that we're focusing on the human side of this character. So it feels very different. It was certainly different playing it, and I had more fun, I suppose. I loved it more than I've ever loved doing this character.
Fun playing as an old man in the movie?
Yeah, that's easier, much easier for me now.
What about young Logan to a somewhat middle-aged Logan, and what was it like to play as an old man? I mean, you're such a young man.
Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate that. Well, I think people have assumed it's based off the comic book Old Man Logan. The inspiration for that comic book and our movie, one of the main inspirations is the movie, the Clint Eastwood movie, Unforgiven. So that feeling of, it's been a long life that he's lived. So as an actor, certainly it was easier playing him a little older.
I'm just a little bit caught in the middle. Life
She was extraordinary. It's a really difficult, it's not a normal kid role, very, very difficult to find. And, when Jim came up with the idea of this character and how he wanted to use it, because it's different from what the comic book fans were expecting, a slightly different age, younger, and I remember thinking, this is not going to be easier. And he's certainly done that with Daphne, and fans are they're gonna absolutely flip. I actually forget fans. Everyone who sees this movie is gonna flip.
Well, it's been 17 years since you played as Wolverine, and what does that mean to you? 17 years?
Of course, this is the most personal movie perhaps I've ever made. It's very hard to put into words, playing one character for that period of time.
Blood.
So it feels very important to me. It means a lot to me. And I was really just focused on that. I mean, of course, history and memory lives with all of us. But it really felt fresh and new and different, and I hope the fans feel that too. I hope I'm better. We really got to sort of explore that relationship even more, and it's a very different man because even from the beginning he didn't know about his past. He knew there was stuff going on. Now it's like the pain of knowing your past, the pain of living with your regrets, the pain of living with that shame, and for him, everyone he's ever loved is gone. And there's a burden to being the one left behind.
Well, officially this is your last film as Wolverine, and what will you miss the most and the least?
It's officially and unofficially, if you like it. This is the last one. What will I miss? The people. I mean, I made such great, really important. I mean, that was the first film I ever did in America, so, and we are still really, genuine friends outside of just filming. But even the ones who I don't keep in touch with, we're close, and I loved working with Jim Mangold. I loved working with Patrick on this. And the crew is behind the scenes, it's the same kind of crew. It's the people I'll miss the most.
What will you miss the least? The least thing you're going to miss about?
The alarm clock at 4 a.m. to wake up and work out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm totally fine with missing that one.
Well, any last words to your fans who are very sad to let go of this Wolverine?
That's a good question. I mean, the first word is thank you, because I've really been overwhelmed from the very beginning with the response. 2000, no one really understood the internet and how many people were fans of comedy. It was very much a subculture. But even from the beginning, there was this flood of thanks. We love this story, matters to me so much. People over the years have come up to me and said, do this, don't do that, and this I hate it, but this I love. It matters to them, and I love that it matters to them. And I love that I've had the opportunity and the responsibility, I suppose, of shepherding that character. And what the fans and people think of that character was really in the forefront of my mind. I felt there's a way for people who've known that character for 40, 50 years to see something on film that made them go, yes, that's the guy I love. And I feel we've done that in this movie. I'm really proud of it.
Well, thank you. We're very excited to see them.
Thanks, Sandy.